From Spillane Field, it's game one of a doubleheader between the Falmouth Commodores and the Wareham Gatemen. Pleasure to bring it to you right here on GBN. Alongside Gabe Genovesi, I'm Jonah Karp. Gabe, I had to do some research, but there's something in the sky right now that I wasn't familiar with. I think it's called sun, something like
Sunlight,
that.
maybe.
Sun, yeah, something like that.
It's
a miracle.
It is.
Something that we haven't seen in the last few days.
And some we haven't seen in the last couple days. 2 straight rainouts for Wareham. One against these Commodores a couple nights ago, and one last night as the national anthem plays.
You're listening to the Gatemen Baseball Network, home of the defending champion Wareham Gatemen.
From Spillane Field in Wareham, Massachusetts, opening day at Cape Cod Baseball League.
Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi with you. Pleasure to be your eyes and ears for the broadcast.
Addison Van Patten here with manager Jerry Weinstein for the Manager's Show. And here with Brandon Fott. Now, Brandon, you got the win for tonight. It's an 80% chance of rain here in Wareham for the rest of the day, and the Gatemen have been forced to move inside to take BP in the cages.
Ground ball back up the middle, past the glove of Fetterman and into center field. Andrew Thomas comes home to score. Cam Guangarena right behind him, and Chad Stevens pulls in at first base with a 2-run single.
Hard ground ball up the middle, a base hit into center field. Rudick rounds third, he's coming home. Nits an RBI single for Cam Guangarena. Wareham leads 1-0.
Cut on and miss strike 3.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Trent Palmer.
That ball is gone. Adrian Del Castillo breaks the game open with a 3-run jack. 11-5 Gatemen.
Slapped up the middle, a base hit into center field. Beaver scores easily. Antico rounding third. The throw to the plate is not in time.
Line drive over the head of the second baseman Olsen and into right field. Braden Ward comes home to score. Darren Baker pulls it at first with an RBI single, and it's 7-5 Wareham.
And the Gatemen win 5-0 here in game one of the doubleheader.
And that'll do it. First 9-inning shutout for Wareham pitching this season. 6-0 the final score from Cotuit, Massachusetts.
Now, here are the voices of the Gatemen: Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, and Addison Van Patten.
All right, back here on GBN, breaking down today's matchup between the Falmouth Commodores and the Wareham Gatemen. It's game one of a doubleheader. The next game is going to be played about 30 minutes after the completion of this one, so it's 2 7-inning games. And we're going to have both of them right here on GBN. The last game that the Wareham Gatemen played, it was a couple days ago, and it was against this Commodores team.
Against this Commodores team at Falmouth, it was a 3-1 loss for Wareham. This has set up a position where the Western Division is now very tight. Cotuit and Wareham are tied with 35 points apiece atop the Western Division. Falmouth's in third, only 4 points back, 2 games back of Cotuit and Wareham. A sweep for the Commodores today ties them with the Gatemen for second place in the West. A lot on the line here today at Spillane Field.
Let's take you through the starting 9 for the Falmouth Commodores. Hayden Cantrell leading things off. He's over at second base for the Commodores. Blake Dunn batting second. He's out in center field. Zach DeLoach batting third. He's the right fielder. Trey Cruz cleaning things up over at shortstop. Tyler Ross, the first baseman, batting fifth. Stephen Moretto batting sixth. He's the third baseman. Matt Nelson, the designated hitter, batting seventh. Troy Claunch, the catcher, batting eighth. Tim Tawa out in left field, wrapping up the batting order for the Falmouth Commodores in game one of this doubleheader. Gabe, who stands out?
Well, normally you'd say Zach DeLoach. He leads the league in batting average with .378, but DeLoach is 0 for 6 this season against Wareham. I'm going to go with Trey Cruz in the cleanup spot. Went 2 for 3 with an RBI in the win for Falmouth a couple days ago. Again, in the cleanup spot, he's my man to watch.
Left to right in the outfield for the Wareham Gatemen, Mike Antico, Braden Ward, Tora Otsuka, Matt McLean over at third base, Benjamin Sims the shortstop, Darren Baker the second baseman, Jacob Teeter the first baseman, Dallas Beaver starting behind the dish here in game one, and the starting pitcher, Levi Prater from the University of Oklahoma. It'll be Cantrell, Dunn, and DeLoach leading things off for the Commodores. Top of the first inning, Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, a pleasure to be your eyes and ears for the broadcast. A very hot and sunny Friday afternoon. Wareham and Cotuit jostling for first place in the Western Division. Cotuit sitting at 16-13-3. The Wareham Gatemen 17-13-1. Falmouth right behind them, 15-12-1. And they have a 2-0 series advantage over the Wareham Gatemen. Levi Prater out of the windup. First pitch. Popped up, a little flare out to shallow right field. Tora Otsuka closing in, and the right fielder makes the catch. One pitch and one out, and we're underway. A little bit early, 4:28. First pitch, and already the first out. Hayden Cantrell retired. Blake Dunn will step into center stage. Charlie Curcio, the home plate umpire. Larry Rosenberg, the first base umpire. Jeff Kinney, the third base umpire. First pitch. Taken upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes to Blake Dunn. Dunn, first team All-MAC. Led team in batting average, hits, triples, slugging percentage, on-base percentage. Just an exceptional year. Rips this one down to third and under the glove of Matt McLean. It skips into left field. Blake Dunn takes a wide turn at first base and stops there. And that's going to go down as an error to Matt McLean. Still no hits for the Commodores, but they do have a base runner now with 1 away in the top of the first inning.
Just McLean's 4th error of the summer. Normally pretty sure-handed wherever he is. We've seen him at shortstop, second base, third base, right field.
McLean's been sort of like a super utility guy, as much of a utility guy as we've seen on this Wareham team. Zach DeLoach steps in from the left side, takes the first pitch high, 1 ball, no strikes. Zach DeLoach, not only the hottest hitter on the Commodores roster, but perhaps the hottest hitter in the Cape League. Batting .378 this season, that's tops in the entire CCBL. Pitch from Prater, low and away. Fastball, 2 balls and no strikes. DeLoach starting out in right field for the Western Division in the All-Star game this coming Sunday. Prater deals from the belt, and the first base side of the rubber throws back to first. Dunn back to the bag. 1 away, runner on first. No score, top of the first inning. 2-0 the count remains to Zach DeLoach. Levi looks in and deals, lifted in the air, straightaway center field. Braden Ward ranging back, still back, onto the track, makes the catch as he's backpedaling. Fires it back into short, and Dunn retreats back to the first base bag. 2 away. That ball just kept carrying and carrying off the bat of Zach DeLoach. Trey Cruz, the new batter, with a runner on first and 2 away.
Big time. Wind blowing out a tad toward that dead center field mark, but my goodness, Ward just kept going back. It never looked like it was going to get over, but got a lot close than I thought at least.
Runner takes off. Pitch from Prater misses outside, and no throw from Beaver allows Blake Dunn to go first to second. Now a runner in scoring position with 2 away in the top of the first inning for the Commodores. 1 ball, no strikes. The count to Trey Cruz. Long look in from Levi Prater. Now comes set at the belt. Checks the runner at second base. Kicks, delivers the pitch. A little flare out to shallow right field. Otsuka drifts, makes the catch, and that'll do it for the top of the first inning. The Commodores leave a runner on second base. No hits across, no runs across. No runs, no hits. 1 man left. After half an inning, we're still knotted at 0. Back for the bottom half when we return on the Gatemen Baseball Network. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a clubhouse that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
No score, bottom of the first inning. Let's take you through the starting nine for the Wareham Gatemen. Braden Ward leading things off. He's back in center field. Darren Baker at second base, batting second. Jacob Teeter, the first baseman, batting third. Adrian Del Castillo, the designated hitter, batting cleanup. Matt McLean, the third baseman, batting fifth. Dallas Beaver behind him, playing catcher. Benjamin Sims batting seventh. He's the shortstop. Tora Otsuka out in right field. And Mike Antico rounding out the batting order for the Wareham Gatemen. The usual suspects for the Gatemen, especially 1 through 5. Left to right in the outfield for the Falmouth Commodores, Tim Tawa, Blake Dunn, and Zach DeLoach. Stephen Moretto at the hot corner, Trey Cruz at short, Hayden Cantrell at second, Tyler Ross at first, Troy Claunch behind the dish, Carmen Majinski, the starting pitcher here in Game 1 of the doubleheader against the Wareham Gatemen. It'll be Braden Ward, Darren Baker, Jacob Teeter, the three due up in the bottom of the first inning. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you on this Friday afternoon from Spillane Field. First pitch from Majinski, taken over the inside corner, strike one to Ward. Majinski entering this game with a .325 ERA this summer. He started all 4 games he's appeared in. 19 1/3 innings pitched, 31 strikeouts, only 4 walks this season. The pitch, check swing, taken over the outside corner, strike two. This is a Gatemen squad that recently has struggled a little bit with the bat, especially when it comes to power. And they were never really a power-hitting team, but the month of July has been something else when you compare them to the month of June. 0-2 the count to Braden Ward. He has 3 home runs this season, including a leadoff homer. The 0-2 taken up and away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Gatemen have 12 home runs in the month of July, which is double the amount they had in June. But they only have 1 home run over the last 5 games. The 1-2 from Majinski. Check swing, taken high, looked down to third, and he went around, strike 3. Jeff Kinney punching out Braden Ward. That's the first out of the bottom of the first inning. Nobody on base now, 1 away, bottom of the first. Darren Baker, the new batter. Baker batting second, playing second base. Listed as a reserve in Sunday's All-Star game. Long look in from Majinski. Now deals from the windup, kicks from the first base side of the rubber. First pitch, darts the inner half, 0-1. Darren Baker, Matt McLean, Benjamin Sims, all listed as reserves. Braden Ward, Jacob Teeter, Dallas Beaver scheduled to start. Pitch over the outer half, 0-2. Also, Ian Bedell is going to be the starting pitcher for Sunday's All-Star game for the Western Division. The 0-2. Line drive, back up the middle, and it skips into center field for a base hit. First hit of the ball game, it goes to Darren Baker. Pulls in at first, a 1-out single for the number 2 batter. Gatemen have a base runner. Jacob Teeter, the new batter, the first baseman, steps in. 1 away, still no score, bottom of the first inning. Darren Baker slapping a single into center field right in front of his dad. Dusty in attendance. Second time this summer, Dusty's made the trip to the Cape League. Pitch downstairs to Jacob Teeter, 1 ball and no strikes. And we're going to have Dusty on the broadcast in Game 2. So make sure you stick around for that. Have him on in the top of the 4th inning in the second game. Runner on first, one away. The pitch. Right down Broadway. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jacob Teeter. Teeter, the starting first baseman in Sunday's All-Star game. In a bit of a rut right now at the plate. Just 3 for his last 16. Throwback to first. Baker dives back in safely. 3 hits in only his last 4 games. His last 16 at-bats. His last home run came back on July 2nd. Baker at first base, 1-1 the count to Teeter. The pitch. Cut on and missed, 1-2. A hot afternoon here at Spillane Field. And it's only going to get hotter over the course of the weekend. There's a heat wave coming on. The 1-2. Slapped foul. And ricochets off the pole. Count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner at first base, 1 away. Bottom of the first inning. No score. Adrian Del Castillo in the on-deck circle. Baker has a lot of speed off the first base bag. And Majinski checks on him, throws back to first. Baker back in safely. Last year, the Commodores went 26-21-1. Lost in the West Divisional Finals to Wareham. Majinski deals from the belt. High chopper, right side of the infield, could be 2. Flip to second for 1, turn over to first, is in time to retire Jacob Teeter and retire the side. 4-6-3 on your scorecard. The Gatemen leave nobody on base in the first inning. No runs on a hit, nobody left after 1. Gatemen and Commodores tied at 0. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Top of the second inning, still no score between Wareham and Falmouth. Let's send it down to Addison Van Patten, who caught up with Darren Baker before tonight's game.
All right, thanks, guys. Addison Van Patten here with Darren Baker. And now, Darren, rain out the past 2 days, kind of messed it up. You couldn't tell it rained yesterday by the weather today. How was that messed up pregame routine?
It kind of just takes you out of the rhythm a little bit. You know, like I'm a rhythmic player, so it's a little hard for me to adjust after the off days. But you know, hopefully the rest of the team isn't, and we'll get this win.
Speaking of rhythm, the Gatemen in the last game that we played, which was on the 17th. Those into runs?
Probably just focusing with runners in scoring position. I feel like I left a few guys out there myself, but kind of just putting the ball in play. You know, we've done a good job limiting our strikeouts, so if we stick with the same plan, I think it'll work out.
Now, you went 2 for 4 in that game. You were one of the guys that made the more constant contact. What does it mean to be a consistent player for the Gatemen all summer long?
It means a lot. I mean, I take a lot of pride in everything I do in the box, and makes it a little hard on us, but you know, I think I like our chances.
In the era of power hitting the baseball is today and home runs being so important, you're more of a contact and just a consistent hitter. Is that something that you've always focused on, or what did that work out for you?
It really kind of just my build. I'm a skinnier guy, but yeah, I mean, consistent contact usually leads to good things.
Now, we had a late activation for today's game. Started at 2 o'clock for a 4:30 start. That's later than Weinstein usually does. So what was his? Does he have more confidence in you guys today, or what went into that?
We have 2 games, so probably just give us a little more rest. I think it's for the better.
You and Matt McLean take BP together. You're pretty close friends. doubleheader that is today against Falmouth, and sending it back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Addison. Talking to Darren Baker before tonight's game. Game one of a doubleheader between Falmouth and Wareham. Just to catch you up on the action, there's one away, nobody on base, top of the second inning. Prater back into the windup. The payoff pitch is chopped foul, and we'll do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. Tyler Ross flew out to right field, so nobody's on base for Steven Moretto, who's in the box right now, and he has a 3-2 count to him. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi with you. Darren Baker talking about the last 2 nights, how they haven't played a full 9-inning game in the last 2 days. Flared out to left field, and coming on making the catch, Braden Ward, the center fielder. 2 away. So far, those rainouts haven't really affected Darren Baker. He's 1 for 1.
Not at all. Ripped this single right back up the middle in the first inning. Unfortunately, Teeter grounded into that 4-6-3 double play.
Nobody on base for Matt Nelson. Designated hitter tonight, listed as a catcher. Number 7 batter comes to bat. Nobody on base, 2 away. First pitch from Prater. Breaking ball. Bends right over the heart of the plate. 0-1. Prater's in a groove right now. Working tremendously fast. Fastball misses low and away. 1-1. Ian Bedell-esque.
Is that what we're calling it now?
That's what we're calling it. Back into the windup. Right down the middle, 1-2. Nobody on base, 2 away. Top of the second inning. Still no score between Falmouth and Wareham. Only 1 hit between them. Prater rocks and deals. Misses low and in. It skips a foot in front of the plate. Almost hit Matt Nelson, but he didn't move. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the designated hitter. Troy Claunch on deck. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Lifted foul. We'll do it again with an even count. Falmouth in their away black uniforms. Probably not the best choice in this heat. Gray pants trimmed in maroon. It's Red Shirt Friday. Breaking ball misses low and away, 3-2. So the Gatemen have their red tops, white bottoms, bright red, not that maroonish red that they've worn. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 3 called. A 1-2-3 inning for Levi Prater in the top of the second. Strikeout brought to you by Lang Safaris and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. First strikeout for Levi Prater, and the Commodores retired in order in the top of the second. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment.
Adrian Del Castillo, Matt McClain, Dallas Beaver, the 3 due up in the bottom of the second inning. Carmen Majinski back on the bump for his second consecutive inning. He's faced the minimum so far, gave up a hit to Darren Baker. He was retired in a double play by Jacob Teeter. No score, bottom of the second. Del Castillo leads things off. Left-handed batter stands in the back of the box. Waves the bat a couple times below his waist, and Majinski steps off the rubber. Not working nearly as fast as Levi Prater was in the top half. Now rocks and deals out of the windup. First pitch over the outer half, 0-1. Adrian Del Castillo has found a home in the cleanup spot for the Wareham Gatemen. Has been splitting time between DH and catcher. Pitch misses low and away, 1-1. Played a lot of right field this season at Miami. But he's been mostly splitting time with Dallas Beaver. Rolls this one down to first. Ross playing off the bag, scoops it up, and steps on the bag, 1 away. One man out in the bottom of the second. Still no score. Matt McLean comes to bat. First right-handed bat we've seen in the Gatemen lineup. McLean, an all-star, a reserve, playing third base. Stepping in from the right side. A right-on-right matchup. First pitch. Nabs the outer third. 0-1. Carmen Majinski, a rising junior at University of South Carolina. Deals the 0-1. Slow roller foul down the third base line. Majinski quickly gets ahead, 0-2. He's from South Carolina, from Hilton Head Island. Stands at 6'2", 215 pounds. The 0-2. Misses low and away, 1-2. Matt McLean has been on fire. Batting .455 over his last 10 games. 15 hits in his last 33 at-bats. The 1-2. Chopped down to third, picked up on a hop by Moretto, tosses across the diamond and off the glove of Tyler Ross, the first baseman. It skips next to the dugout. Matt McLean takes off for second and makes it safely. A runner in scoring position for the Wareham Gatemen. Still 1 away in the second. We'll wait to get a ruling on that as Dallas Beaver walks in. A fairly routine play for Steven Moretto over at the hot corner. Just skipped the throw in the dirt. But perhaps a stronger throw would have gotten Matt McLean at first. I think I'd rule that an error. At the very least, McLean's in standing on second with an error. Question is it a single and an error? Either way, Dallas Beaver in the box. First pitch to him. Misses low and away. 1 ball and no strikes to Beaver.
So just an error on Steven Moretto, his 4th error of the summer.
1-0 the count to Dallas Beaver. Runner on second, 1 away. Tapped foul, 1-1. Beaver transferring to the University of South Carolina. That's where Carmen Majinski plays ball. Beaver a year older. McLean off of second base. Beaver starting in the catcher spot for the Western Division in Sunday's All-Star game. Majinski looks in, checks the runner at second. Kicks and deals the 1-1. Lifted foul. 1-2. Versus Falmouth this season, the Wareham Gatemen have hit pretty well. The pitching hasn't been too strong in the 2 games played. The Gatemen have batted .297. Pitchers have given up an earned run average of 5.63. Gatemen also haven't had much luck in doubleheaders since, well, the first week of the season when they swept Chatham. 1-2 the count to Dallas Beaver. The pitch from Majinski. Misses off the plate a little bit low and away, 2-2. The Gatemen got swept by Orleans. Got swept by Harwich. looking to turn the tables back around against their Western Division opponent. The 2-2. Hard hit in the air, right field, foul. Count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was a shot off the bat of Dallas Beaver. Hit on the screws right down the line, but it started twisting foul and landed out of play. So we'll do it again with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Runner at second, 1 away. No score, bottom of the second inning. Majinski getting his sign from Troy Claunch. Checks the runner at second, sets at the belt. The 2-2. Misses low and in, 3-2. The last outing for Carmen Majinski, he went 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, allowed 4 hits, struck out 7, and walked 1. That was against Brewster. This is his first outing on the road. His previous 4 have all come at home. Only 1 was a win. That was against Harwich the game before. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Beaver goes down, and there's 2 away in the second. Against Harwich, that was a 3-2 victory for the Falmouth Commodores. Went 5 deep, gave up 2 earned runs in that game, only 2 hits, and he struck out 10 in 5 innings. That's called dominance. Benjamin Sem's the new batter. Matt McLean off of second. Gatemen threatening for the second straight inning. Majinski trying to keep this a scoreless game. Game 1 of a doubleheader. We're only playing 7 innings. First pitch from Majinski. Lifted foul down the third base line. 0-1. Well, I sound like a broken record now, but Benjamin Sem's going to be an all-star in Sunday's all-star game, listed as a reserve. Sem's batting 7th and playing shortstop for the Wareham Gatemen. The 0-1. Catches the outer corner. 0-2. I mean, that just in a microcosm sums up how good of an offense the Wareham Gatemen are. If your number 7 batter is an all-star, I mean, that's just not fair.
Sems is the 16th, has the 16th best average in the league.
The 0-2. Misses outside, 1-2.
And it's the 5th best on his own team.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
The Wareham Gatemen are something else on offense this season. At home, they're batting .312. 9 homers, 10-4-1, the record here at Spillane Field. The pitch. Lifted foul down the left side. Goes out of play. Count holds at 1-2. Now the pitching here at Spillane Field, much like their series against Falmouth, hasn't been up to par. Earned run average of 4.28. Opponents are batting .255. They've given up 7 homers. You flip that around, you look at the road numbers, the earned run average, 3.84. An opponent's batting .242. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count to Benjamin Sems. Lifts this one down the left field line, falling quickly. Tim Tawa toward the line, and it drops in front of him, lands foul. Count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Tie ball game at 0. 2 away in the bottom of the second inning. Wind blowing slightly from right to left. Majinski checks the runner at second. Hard hit. Back to the straightaway center field. Falls in front of Blake Dunn. Comes up firing from center field, and the throw is offline. Matt McLean comes home to score. Benjamin Sems pulls in at first. An RBI single for Benjamin Sems. And it's 1-0 Wareham.
Good piece of hitting there for Sims. Kind of fisted that ball out to straightaway center field. Pitch on the inside half of the plate. Just got around on it, and Matt McLean with his speed able to slide in safely. Wareham with an early lead.
That'll bring up Tora Otsuka. Now with the runner on first. One run home in the inning. 2 hits across for the Wareham Gatemen. 1 in this inning. And the error that put Matt McLean on second base. Coming back to bite the Falmouth Commodores. First pitch on the way to Tora Otsuka. Chopped over the mound back toward the center of the diamond. Picked up on a hop by Trey Cruz. And tosses to second to retire Benjamin Sims, going first to second. That ends the inning. Not before the Gatemen break the ice on top 1-0 after 2. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 man left. And the Gatemen have a 1-0 advantage over Falmouth. Gabe Genovesi with your call. When we return, we'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just a...
We got to the third here at Spillane Field. 1-0. The Wareham Gatemen lead over the Falmouth Commodores. Troy Claunch, Tim Tawa, Hayden Cantrell. 8-9-1 hitters due up for Falmouth. Levi Prater, starting pitcher for Wareham, back out on the bump here in the third. First pitch, high and outside, 1-0. Troy Claunch. Game 1 of a double dip here on a Friday evening in Wareham, Massachusetts. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball high and outside once again, 2-0. A lot on the line today here at Spillane Field. 13 games left in the regular season. After today, it'll be down to 11 for Wareham. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball flared foul, 2-1. Wareham 4 points up, tied with Catuit atop the West. 4 points up on Falmouth, both Catuit and Wareham, with 35 points, Falmouth 31 points. The 2-1 pitch, high and outside, 3-1. Falmouth wins 2 today, and they tie Wareham. Wareham wins 2 today, and they create a 4-game separation from the Commodores. 3-1, fouled off back into the caging, 3-2. Claunch bats from the right side, doing the catching here in game 1 for Falmouth. He's in the 8-hole. When he leads off an inning this season, he's just 0 for 7. The payoff, down low, ball 4. He reaches as the leadoff hitter for the first time this season. No walks in those 7 previous at-bats. And in steps Tim Tawa. Tawa, the 9-hole, and he's part of this bottom of the lineup for Falmouth that just struggles to hit. The top of the lineup is very, very good. Prater lollipop throw over to first. Back safely is Claunch. 4 of the first 5 hitters in this Commodore lineup hitting above 270. First pitch to Tim Tawa. Sliced foul out of play on the right field line. 0-1. The last 4 in this Commodore lineup today. Moretto, a 203 hitter. Nelson's 1 for 22 now after the strikeout in the second inning to start his summer. Troy Claunch, who just walked, a 163 hitter. Tawa, 193 hitter. Prater throws over to first, and he's out. Claunch didn't even slide. He didn't dive back. Went in standing up. Teeter applies a quick tag on the chest of Troy Claunch, one away here in the third.
What an impressive tag by Jacob Teeter. That's one of the reasons why he's an all-star. Yeah, he swings a hot bat, and he has been all season, but boy, is he good in the field.
0-1, fastball in the inside corner, 0-2.
And we've seen him do that a number of times this season, or at least attempt it, where he just...
It's a quick slap tag.
Slap tag. Doesn't even look behind him.
The 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 2 for Levi Prater. Strikeout brought to you by Lang Exit Forrest and Bullard. Head to lxplaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 2 away here in the third, and in steps the leadoff hitter, Hayden Cantrell.
What a good pitch by Levi Prater. Going down and in, tough to lay off, but also tough to hit.
First pitch to Cantrell. Popped up foul out of play. Down the first baseline, 0-1. Cantrell 0 for 1 here in game 1 of this doubleheader. Saw one pitch to lead off the ballgame. Flew out to Toro Tsuka. The 0-1. Low in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cantrell's mainly been the leadoff hitter this summer for Falmouth, hitting .319. He's even better in that leadoff spot, though. 1-1, popped him up. Foul territory, first baseline. Teeter gives chase, settles under it, makes the catch above his right shoulder. Prater faces the minimum once again in the third. Wareham leads 1-0. We head to the bottom half of the third inning. We'll be right back on GBN.
The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
We head to the bottom of the third here at Spillane Field. 9-1-2 hitters due up for Wareham. Mike Antico, Braden Ward, Darren Baker. 1-0, the Gatemen lead over the Commodores. Game 1 of a doubleheader here on a Friday evening in Wareham, Massachusetts. Big doubleheader today for Wareham for both these teams as the Western Division race starts to heat up. Coming into today, 13 games left in this regular season. Wareham and Katuitt tied atop the West, 35 points each. Falmouth comes into today 2 games back of both teams with 31 points. First pitch to Antico. Takes a strike in the inside corner, 0-1. Again, there are ties here in the CCBL. Katuitt's at 16-13-3 coming into today. The 0-1. Antico pulls back on a bunt, takes a ball inside, 1-1. Wareham 17-13-1, also with 35 points. Falmouth comes into today 15-12-1. They've played 3 less games than Wareham. They'll play, including today, 16 games in the final 12 days of this regular season. 1-1, sliced foul out of play on the third baseline, 1-2 to Mike Antico. So to put it simply, Falmouth sweeps Wareham today and they tie the Gatemen. Wareham sweeps Falmouth and they go 4 games up on the Commodores. Huge doubleheader. The 1-2. Breaking ball outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Antico. Wareham broke the ice in the bottom of the 2nd inning. RBI single by Benjamin Sims to make it 1-0, and that's where we stand. The 2-2. Blooped that into shallow left field. Tawa chases in and makes the catch right at his eyes. 1 up, 1 down for Carmen Majinski here in the 3rd, and in steps Braden Ward. Tim Tawa was already playing way in there and retires Antico. Braden Ward, the Washington Husky, steps in. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. This is the first time Majinski has faced Wareham this summer. First pitch to Ward. Fastball grounded, left side, shortstop Cruz charges, throws to first, got him. Good play by Trey Cruz. That's why he's an all-star for Falmouth, 2 away here in the 3rd. And that'll bring up Darren Baker for Wareham. Wareham up 1-0. Baker trying to keep the inning alive. Just 2 hits for Wareham thus far, one of them from the guy at the plate. Baker slapped a single up the middle in the 1st inning. And he stays hot. Darren Baker will be a reserve infielder for the West in the All-Star game on Sunday. First pitch to the lefty. Just misses inside, 1-0. Baker coming into today as the 1-0 from Majinski. A strike at the knees, 1-1. Hitting .353 in his last 8 games. He's been scorching hot. And he continued that in the 1st inning. The 1-1. Slapped fouled in the left field line, 1-2. Baker, of course, the son of Dusty Baker, who's in attendance today, and we'll have Dusty on here in the booth in Game 2 of this doubleheader. Dusty Baker will join us in the top half of the 4th inning. The 1-2 delivery. Baker rips one foul. Down the left field line. We'll stay at 1-2. Baker's been in this 2-hole pretty much all season long for Wareham. The 1-2. Breaking ball in the outside corner. Got him. And Baker knows it. Nods his head. Yep, that was a strike. Back to the Wareham dugout. The Gatemen go down 1-2-3. We head to the 4th. Still 1-0 Wareham. We'll be right back on GBN.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone, a home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
We head to the 4th here in Wareham. The Gatemen lead the Commodores 1-0, and The 2-3-4 hitters due up for Falmouth here in the fourth. Blake Dunn, Zach DeLoach, Trey Cruz. And they'll face a new pitcher. Pitching change brought to you by Bay Point Club here in the fourth for Wareham. Again, game one of a doubleheader. We're playing just 7 innings. And I'm going to guess that's why Jerry Weinstein decided to pull Levi Prater after 3 instead of 4 or 5. He wants to give multiple guys some work here in game one. And Prater pitched, well, about as well as you could through 3 innings. No hits given up, no runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. And the only time Falmouth got a runner on was on an error in the first inning. They left Dunn on second base in the first, and on a walk in the third, and then Prater picked off Troy Claunch. Brandon Fott will be your new pitcher for Wareham, making his 7th appearance of the season. And Fott has been fantastic out of the bullpen. A 2.9 ERA and 21 2/3 innings pitched. 8 walks, 22 strikeouts for Fott. First pitch to the righty, Blake Dunn. Catches the outside corner 0-1. 6'3", 220-pound righty. Brandon Fott started this season with 12 scoreless innings. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses just inside, 1-1. In his last 3 appearances, he's given up 7 runs. Only one of those was a truly bad performance, though. 1-1, swing and a miss on a fastball, 1-2. He gave up 4 runs in 3 innings against the Harbor Hawks on July 7th, and that was a win for Wareham. A 12-10 victory, just not a good pitching night all around for the Gatemen. The 1-2 to Dunn. Chopped back up the middle. Sems ranges to his left. Glove spins, throws to first, not in time. Great play by Benjamin Sems, but Blake Dunn beats out the infield single to lead off the fourth.
That was almost an impossible. Blake Dunn would have had to be incredibly slow for him to be retired going from home plate to first base. But my goodness, Benjamin Sems ranging all the way over to, I guess you could say, the right of the second base bag. I mean, he was playing well off of that chopper.
He was in the outfield grass,
He
too.
was in the outfield grass.
Spun through a dart.
Did a pirouette.
But Dunn beats it out. First pitch to the lefty DeLoach. Foul tipped back into the mid of Beaver, 0-1. But besides for those 4 runs in 3 innings given up to Hyannis on July 7th, Fott gave up just 1 run in 4 innings at YD July 2nd and gave up 2 runs in 2 2/3 innings against Brewster, his last appearance July 12th. Dunn dives back safely as Fott throws over to first. Make a long story short, Fott's been one of the best relievers for Wareham all summer. He sets and deals the 0-1 to Zach DeLoach. Foul tipped back into the caging, 0-2.
There are certain guys who get a lot of attention, and that's Ian Bedell and Trent Palmer. Guys who fly a little bit under the radar because, well, the other 2 are all-stars. Levi Prater, who's been remarkably consistent, and Brandon Fott, who's also been very consistent.
Fott trying to retire the best hitter in the Cape Cod Baseball League right now. And he gets DeLoach to sky one into shallow left. Antico runs in, makes the catch over his left shoulder. 1 away here in the fourth, and Zach DeLoach, despite having the best average in the Cape Cod Baseball League with a .378 average, is now 0 for 8 against Wareham this summer after that pop-out. And that'll bring up Trey Cruz, back-to-back All-Stars in the lineup for Falmouth. DeLoach will start in right field for the Western Division. Cruz will start at third base for the West. He's at shortstop today against Wareham. And Fott balked. Everyone in the stadium saw it. He twitched that front leg like he was going to go to the plate and then decided to throw over to first. Blake Dunn gets second base. Dunn's in scoring position for the second time today for Falmouth. He's the only one to reach second base for the Commodores. First pitch, Cruz smacks one into deep right field, ranging back. Goodbye. Trey Cruz's second home run of the summer gives Falmouth a 2-1 lead here in the fourth.
Can't get much more of the baseball than that. Wow, that was smoked.
And with one swing into the bat, Falmouth has a lead. I mean, that ball was belted out to deep right field. And in steps Tyler Ross. First pitch from Fott, way outside, 1-0. And for Brandon Fott, that's the first home run he's given up all year as Teeter has a ball go off his glove and into right field. A one-hopper. It was hard hit, but that was straight to Jacob Teeter. And that's going to be a hit. They're going to give Tyler Ross a hit, just his 7th hit of the summer. And in steps Steven Moretto.
I mean, it was a little bit of an in-betweener, talking about the hop in front of Jacob Teeter, but we've seen him make plays like those before. Just banged off his front shoulder.
First pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-1 to Steven Moretto. Moretto 0 for 1. Popped out to Braden Ward in center field in the second inning. The 0-1. High at the chin, 1-1. 2-1 Falmouth. Top of the fourth. Game 1 of a doubleheader here at Spillane Field. Fott sets and deals. The 1-1. Breaking ball misses just inside. 2-1. Moretto rising junior at Sacramento State. Talented kid heading in to the Sacramento State program as he takes a ball high, 3-1. He played in the Little League World Series when he was 13. Also selected the Canadian Junior National Team as a junior in high school. The 3-1 from Fott. Flared and out of play down the right field line. 3-2. Moretto just a 203 hitter coming into tonight, and that's what we've seen against Wareham this season. With the fly out his first time up, he's now just 1 for 10 against the Gatemen. Throw over to first, back safely is Tyler Ross. Moretto struggled to hit in the Western Athletic Conference with Sacramento State this past season too. Hit just .216. Runner going, pitch fouled off. And will stay right there at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that was after a freshman season in which Moretto hit .263. He hasn't found that swing since his freshman campaign. Open stance from the right side. Bat waving above his back shoulder. Payoff pitch fouled off. And we'll do it all over again. This will be pitch number 8 of the at-bat. Fott sets on the first base side of the rubber. Throws over to first, back safely is Ross. So Wareham got on the board first. RBI single from Benjamin Sims in the bottom of the second. Trey Cruz, just 2 batters ago, gives Falmouth a 2-1 lead on a 2-run home run to right field. The 3-2, runner going, pitch once again, fouled off back into the caging. And we'll have a 4th straight 3-2 pitch. Moretto against right-handers this summer, just a 174 hitter. As Fott throws over to first again with the same result. Moretto hitting 278 against lefties. Just hasn't had the same success against right-handers. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Fott wins the battle. His first strikeout today, and a strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 2 away here in the fourth. Ross stays put at first, and in steps Matthew Nelson. Nelson 0 for 1. Struck out looking in the second inning. First pitch from Fott. Swing and a miss on a fastball low. 0-1. And Nelson just continues to struggle at the plate. He is now just 1 for 22 for the Commodores this summer. The 0-1. Fastball high at the eyes, 1-1. 2-1 the Falmouth lead, 2 down. Nelson trying to keep the inning alive for the Commodores with Tyler Ross on first. Nelson has been hitless in 6 of the 7 games he's played in for Falmouth this summer. Runner going, swing and a miss. The throw down to second is in time. Got him. Good throw from Dallas Beaver. 1 hop to Darren Baker. Beaver catches Ross stealing, and that'll end the fourth. Falmouth gets 2 runs on the 2-run bomb from Trey Cruz, and we head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. The Gatemen trail 2-1. We'll be right back on GBN.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
3, 4, 5 hitters due up for Wareham as we head to the bottom of the 4th here at Spillane Field. 2-1, the Falmouth Commodore lead over the Wareham Gatemen. Jacob Teeter, Adrian Del Castillo, Matt McLean, the 3 due up to face Carmen Majinski for the 2nd time today. Majinski's been good through 3 innings for Falmouth. Just 2 hits for Wareham. One of them an RBI single from Benjamin Sems in the bottom of the 2nd to get the Gatemen on the board. Wareham struck first, took a 1-0 lead. Trey Cruz answered in the top half of this inning with a 2-run home run over the right field fence. His 2nd home run of the summer gives the Commodores the 2-1 lead. Jacob Teeter to lead off, steps in from the left side for Wareham. Teeter 0 for 1 today. Majinski sets the first pitch. Chopped back up the middle. Cruz charges, gloves, whips it over to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out for Majinski here in the 4th, and in steps Adrian Del Castillo. Huge doubleheader here at Spillane Field this evening. Wareham and Katuitt tied atop the Western Division. Falmouth in 3rd place, 2 games back of both Wareham and Katuitt. So a sweep for Falmouth ties them with the Gatemen. First pitch to Del Castillo, fastball in the outside corner, 0-1. Wareham gets a sweep today, and obviously it depends on the result of what Katuitt does on this Friday evening. But Wareham sweeps Falmouth, and the Gatemen go 4 games up on the Commodores with just 11 to play. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses high, 1 ball and 1 strike to the Miami Hurricane. 2-1 Falmouth, bottom of the 4th, 1 down, nobody on for Adrian Del Castillo, who's 0 for 1 today. The 1-1 delivery. Fastball catches the outside edge, 1-2. Del Castillo, a .284 hitter coming into today. He's flashed his power this summer. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That fastball was about a ball width outside, but Adrian Del Castillo chased. It's strikeout number 4 for Carmen Majinski, 2 away here in the 4th.
And Gabe, you mentioned the Katuitt game. They're playing Hyannis at 6 o'clock.
Hyannis at the basement of the Western Division.
Sitting at just 6 wins this season.
First pitch to Matt McLean. Catches the outside corner, 0-1. Wareham trails Falmouth 2-1. Playing just 7 innings in both of these games today. The 0-1. Curveball at the knees, right over the heart of the plate. 0-2. McLean reached on the error by Steven Moretto over at third base in the 2nd inning. Came around to score on the Benjamin Sems RBI single. The 0-2 from Majinski. Grounded left side. Moretto picks it up at third, fires to first. He's out. Another 1-2-3 inning for Majinski. He's retired 7 straight Gatemen ever since the Sems RBI single. We head to the 5th. The Gatemen trail 2-1. We'll be right back on GBN.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape. Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stone Path Malt has got you covered. Stone Path Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served Southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
We head to the 5th here in Wareham. Bottom of the order, 2 up for the Falmouth Commodores. Matt Nelson, Troy Claunch, Tim Tawa, 7, 8, 9 hitters. Trying to get something going for Falmouth. Falmouth leads 2-1 as we head to the top of the 5th. First pitch from Brandon Fott. On the inside corner for strike 1. Fott back out for a 2nd inning of relief. Gave up 2 runs in the top of the 4th. 2-run home run from Trey Cruz. 0-1 breaking ball, misses outside, 1-1. Nelson was up in the 4th inning. And then Tyler Ross got caught stealing. 1-1 fastball, down low, 2-1. So Nelson back up here in the 5th, trying to put the bat on the ball. He's 1 for 22 now this summer, as he pops this one up on the infield. Foul territory, third baseline, and it gets out of play. Just out of play. 2-2. Nelson has been hitless in 6 of 7 games this summer. And he had a good year at Florida State. hit .282 for the Seminoles as a freshman. Started 54 games, mainly as the catcher. DH some as well. The 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. Sems ranges to his left, scoops, and he lost it as he went to transfer into his throwing hand. He had him too. Benjamin Sems knows it. And Nelson's on to lead off the 5th.
And that's what's frustrating about that play, because Benjamin Sem has made a tremendous play in the field. And if he would have gotten it and held on to the ball and fired to first, he would have had him. It would have been a little bit close, but I'm confident he would have gotten him. Unlike the other play he made where he did a pirouette.
First pitch bunt shown and whiffed at 0-1 to Troy Clonch. Clonch walked his first time up in the 3rd inning. And now Dallas Beaver will come out and give signs to his infield. This is Clonch's first game against Wareham this summer. Throw over to first. Back safely goes Nelson. Clonch was also a quarterback in high school for a couple of years. As he shows bunt here once again, the 0-1 from Fott. Misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Obviously, baseball was the better sport for Troy Clonch. The pitch. Misses low. 2-1.
Kyler Murray played in the Cape League.
Very true. As we're going to get a mound visit from manager Jerry Weinstein. I don't think you're comparing Troy Clonch to Kyler Murray, are you?
Just did. No going back now.
I don't think Weinstein's going to make a move here. He's just going to talk to his infield. Falmouth leads 2-1 over Wareham, top of the 5th.
Troy Clonch wants to be a firefighter after his baseball career's over. Or perhaps his football career.
No football career, my friend.
You don't know until you know.
Clonch will be a rising junior at Oregon State. We'll see if he shows bunt again here. Corners in, middle of the infield back for Wareham as Nelson dives back safely. Fott threw over to first. Falmouth's 2 runs on a 2-run home run by Trey Cruz in the top of the 4th. The 2-1. Bunt shown, laid down, foul. First base line, 2-2, and that'll take away the bunt. Fott's had to work. That was pitch 31, not even through 2 innings. Doesn't have an out here in his 2nd inning of relief. He sets and deals. The 2-2. Misses low. Count runs full. This is a Falmouth team that's really picked it up lately with the bats, hitting .251 as a team now this summer. That's 3rd in the Cape Cod Baseball League. The payoff pitch. Line drive, left field, a base hits. Antico quickly gloves and now goes under his glove, and making it to 3rd is Nelson. Into 2nd sliding is Troy Clonch. And oh my, what a nightmare for Wareham. 2nd and 3rd, nobody down, already trailing 2-1.
And I'm not sure that would have prevented Matt Nelson from going 1st to 3rd, but that 100% allowed Troy Clonch to advance to 2nd, and that's going to go down as a hit and an error.
Yeah, Nelson was taking off for 3rd right away. He didn't hesitate at 2nd base. I don't think Antigua would have got him. But Troy Claunch would be on first base right now. And instead, no opportunity for a double play. First pitch to Tim Tawa on the outside corner for strike one. Wareham already trails 2-1, top of the fifth. Falmouth in business, second and third, nobody down. The 0-1 from Fott. Swing and a miss through a breaking ball, 0-2. Infield not in for Wareham. A ground ball to the middle infield here. Scores a run. Sems all the way back near the outfield grass. The 0-2. Jammed him, popped up foul, out of play. We'll stay at 0-2. Matt McLean behind the base at third base. Jacob Teeter and Darren Baker both behind the baseline over on the right side of the infield. Fott sets on the first base side of the rubber. The 0-2. Fouled off once again, out of play on the first base line. We'll do it all over again. 2 straight hits off of Fott to begin the fifth for Falmouth. 5 hits in 7 batters off of Brandon Fott for the Commodores. The 0-2. Breaking ball misses outside. 1-2. Tawa hitting just 188 and 16 at-bats with runners in scoring position. The 0-2 once again. The 1-2 down low. Count evens up, 2-2. Nelson on third, Claunch on second. The 2-2. Grounded, left side. McLean picks it up on a hop, looks everyone back, whips to first in time. Matt McLean makes a nice play. 1 away here in the fifth, and in steps Hayden Cantrell.
That was huge. As good as a strikeout, keeping everyone on their base, and we're getting an out. So now you just have to deal with the hardest part of the order.
Hayden Cantrell steps into center stage. 0 for 2 here in game 1. Game 1 of a doubleheader between Falmouth and Wareham. Commodores lead it 2-1. Top of the fifth. We play 7 in both these games. First pitch to the lefty. Fouled off and out of play behind home plate. Over the press box. 0-1. Cantrell will start at shortstop for the Western Division in the All-Star game on Sunday. The 0-1 on the outside corner for strike 2. Falmouth dugout thought it was a little high, a little outside, but Fott gets the call. Count now, no balls and 2 strikes. Charlie Curcio, the home plate umpire. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and a fastball up high. Big strikeout from Fott. Second strikeout of his day. 2 down here in the fifth, and that strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxplaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 2 away, and Fott's 1 out away from working out of a jam. First pitch to the righty, Blake Dunn. Sliced foul out of play on the first base line. 0-1. Dunn, first team All-MAC with Western Michigan in the spring. Hit .374, the highest by a Bronco since 2008. And he's just an all-around athlete. The 0-1. Chopped foul. Little check swing, dribbles behind home plate, 0-2. Dunn, a native of Saugatuck, Michigan. Played basketball, ran track, played football in high school. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew the fastball by him. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the top of the fifth for Brandon Fott. Works his way out of the second and third, nobody out, jam. Score stays 2-1, Wareham trails. We head to the bottom of the fifth. We'll be right back on GBN.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
We head to the bottom of the fifth here at Spillane Field. Falmouth 2, Wareham 1. Dallas Beaver, Benjamin Sems, Toro Otsuka. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for the Gatemen here in the fifth. Carmen Majinski, the starter for Falmouth, back out on the bump for the Commodores. Majinski sets, first pitch to Dallas Beaver. Misses outside, 1-0. The Gatemen broke the ice in the bottom of the second inning. RBI single from Benjamin Sems gave the Gatemen a 1-0 lead. The 1-0 to Beaver. Fastball sliced foul out of play down the left field line. 1 ball and 1 strike. And then Trey Cruz, who will be the starting third baseman in the All-Star game for the Western Division on Sunday, sent a 2-run bomb over the right field wall to give Falmouth the 2-1 lead. That was in the top of the fourth. Now here in the bottom of the fifth, Wareham trying to battle back. The 1-1 from Majinski. Misses low and away, 2-1. Beaver 0 for 1 today, struck out swinging in the second inning. He was the second victim of Majinski. Elbow high, bat waving above his back shoulder. The 2-1. Popped him up, shallow center field. Done. A few steps back, and he'll make the catch right above his left shoulder. 1 up, 1 down for Majinski here in the fifth, and in steps the Kansas Jayhawk, Benjamin Sems.
That's the second time tonight we saw what looked like a pop-up off the bat, just carry all the way near the warning track. Maybe it's just our perspective, but it seems like the balls hit dead center, are moving.
Dunn's also playing fairly deep out there in center. But you're right, that ball carried a good amount. Beavers 0 for 2. Sem steps in 1 for 1. First pitch from Majinski. Lined foul. Out of play in the left field line, 0-1. Again, Sems had that RBI single in the second inning. The only run of the game for Wareham. Falmouth leads 2-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Game 1 of a double dip here at Spillane Field. Gorgeous Friday evening. The 0-1. Chopped left side. Cruz waits back on it. Gloves, throws to first. Got him. 2 away here in the 5th. And Majinski's now retired 9 Gatemen in a row. That'll bring up Toro Otsuka. Falmouth, 3rd place in the West. Wareham tied for 1st in the Western Division right now. The Gatemen and the Katuitt Cavaliers tied atop the West, both 2 games up on these Falmouth Commodores, who are surging back in the race. First pitch to Otsuka, grounded hard, left side. Cruz gobbles, throws to first. He's out. Another 1-2-3 inning for Carmen Majinski. 3rd straight 1-2-3 inning. The Gatemen can't get anything going with the bats. We head to the 6th. Falmouth leads 2-1. Jonah Karp will have your play-by-play when we come back on GBN.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Two 2-1 Commodores over the Gatemen, top of the 6th inning. Zach DeLoach, Trey Cruz, Tyler Ross, the 3 due up. 3, 4, and 5 against the new pitcher in for Wareham. Third different pitcher used tonight, Tanner Bybee. Coming into this game with a 2.77 earned run average, 13 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts this season for the Wareham Gatemen. Native of California, rising junior at Cal State Fullerton. Right-handed pitcher, 6'2", 205 pounds. Making his 7th appearance of the season for Wareham. Hasn't started a game. 7 different games out of the pen. Hasn't pitched since July 14th. Trying to keep this just a 1-run deficit for Wareham. Zach DeLoach, 0 for 2. Game 1 of a doubleheader. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. DeLoach steps in from the left side. First pitch from Bybee. Chopped foul. 0-1. Zach DeLoach with 2 flyouts tonight. This is a Friday afternoon that started very hot. Has since cooled off a little bit. This game starting just before 4:30, 4:28 to be exact. Bybee into the full windup. Skips a pitch in the dirt, blocked by Beaver, 1-1. In the first inning, Zach DeLoach flew out to the center fielder Braden Ward, then flew out to Mike Antico, the left fielder, in the 4th. 0 for 8 against the Wareham Gatemen, despite leading the entire Cape Cod League in batting average. Pitch misses upstairs, 2-1. Brandon Fott's night is over. He came in for Levi Prater, who started the first few. Fott worked out of a jam in the last inning. The 2-1 from Bybee. Taken inside, 3-1. Brandon Fott had to deal with runners on second and third in the 5th inning. Then got Tim Tawa to ground out, and both Hayden Cantrell and Blake Dunn to strike out to get out unscathed. 2-1 the score. Falmouth over Wareham. The pitch from Bybee. Cut on and miss, strike 2. Good pitch from Tanner Bybee to get Deloach to bite. Bybee hasn't appeared since the Brewster game, that 8-3 victory back on July 14th. Went 2 innings deep, gave up 1 hit, struck out 2. That 1 hit, the only base runner he allowed. Bybee into the full windup, the pitch slashed foul. And we'll do it again with another payoff pitch. Opponents hitting .259 this season against Tanner Bybee. Picked up 2 victories, both of them against Hyannis. Katuitt playing the Harbor Hawks today. That game starts in about 6 minutes. The 3-2. Lifted in the air, fairly deep out to right field. Otsuka ranging back. He looks up at the wall. That ball is gone. Zach Deloach goes yard. His first hit against the Wareham Gatemen this season. And it's a bomb. Leadoff home run in the 6th inning. And it's 3-1 Falmouth.
And that feels like a dagger with the way Wareham's been swinging the bat today. Gatemen don't have a hit in 3 innings. And Zach Deloach, the best hitter in the Cape Cod Baseball League, just made it a 2-run game coming out of the wire here in Game 1.
We're only playing 7 innings because it's a doubleheader. Each game of the doubleheader is only 7 innings long, barring extras. First pitch to Cruz. Starts the outer half, 0-1. That's the 2nd home run tonight for the Commodores. Trey Cruz has the other. He's 1 for 2. That was a 2-run homer back in the 4th. So far, all the runs across for Falmouth have come via the long ball. Tapped foul. 0-2 from Bybee. Cruz flew out to end the 1st inning before going yard in the 4th inning. Nobody on, nobody out. 1-run home in the inning. 3-1. Falmouth over Wareham. Bybee back into the full windup. Takes a deep breath. Delivers from the third base side of the rubber. Popped up into foul ground along the third base line. Matt McLean ranging over. And he'll let that sail foul. 0-2. Bybee trying to settle down. Rocks and deals from the third base side. Pitch low and in. 1-2. The last time these two teams met, it was earlier this week. A 3-1 Falmouth victory. Falmouth leads the season series 2-0. That game was over at Falmouth. The 1-2 from Bybee. Misses downstairs, 2-2. Neither team really capitalizing much on the offensive side in that Commodores victory. Both teams leaving 10 on base. Matt McLean ended up going 3 for 4 for Wareham. Pitch misses outside, another 3-2 count. He was really the only offense that the Gatemen had. Nobody on, nobody out, 3-1 Falmouth. Top of the 6th inning, the 3-2. Downstairs, ball 4. Trey Cruz reaches base. On a walk. Tyler Ross, the new batter. Runner on first, nobody out, top of the 6th. If Falmouth hangs on to win this, this is a big victory to say the least. Especially with Katuitt playing Hyannis, who's sitting at the basement of the Western Division, have been all season, but there's a lot of separation between Bourne and the Harbor Hawks right now. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
And honestly, it'd probably set up the biggest game of the year for Wareham in Game 2. Game 2, if Falmouth hangs on here, will determine first place in the West.
Runner on first base, nobody out. Lifted in the air, out to left field, but foul. Nothing in 2.
What I mean by that is if Falmouth wins here and then in Game 2, Wareham and Falmouth will both be at 35 points. Katuitt will just, in our made-up scenario right now, we'll say Katuitt beats Hyannis, who's the worst team in the league. Katuitt would be in first place alone. If Wareham can win Game 2, well, they're still 4 points up on Falmouth, and they're still tied with Katuitt for the top of the division.
Bybee sets the letters, throws back to first, not in time to get Trey Cruz. 1 run home in the inning, still nobody out, top of the 6th. Count holds at 0-2 to Ross. The Hyannis Harbor Hawks have really separated themselves from the rest of the pack, but not in a good way. The 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Tyler Ross goes down on strikes, first out of the 6th inning. Strikeout brought to you by Lang Exafaris and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. Runner on first, 1 away. Steven Moretto, the new batter. Bourne now has double the amount of points as Hyannis, who's bidding for the worst record in Cape League history. Pitch misses inside, 1 ball, no strikes. So the top 4, barring some sort of miracle for the Harbor Hawks down the stretch, is all but set for the postseason. It's just a matter of how that's going to shake out. The 1-0 misses inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Don't count out the Braves either. They're 4 games under 500, but they only have 2 fewer wins than Falmouth. 2-0 the count. The pitch to Moretto. Check swing, tapped foul. 2-1. Steven Moretto, the rising junior at Cal State Sacramento. Batted just .216, but had 9 home runs this year. The reason the batting average was so low, he struck out an impressive 74 times. The 2-1. Waved at and missed, 2-2. 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout. Game 1 of a doubleheader for Falmouth. They're playing a lot of games over the next week and a half. The 2-2. Breaking ball, misses outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Moretto. The Commodores have to play 16 games in the next 13 days. In short, that's a lot. Throw back to first. Easy toss. Cruz back to the bag. And it's not like they're playing every day either, because you have the All-Star game on Sunday. And I'm not even sure if they're playing the Monday after. Throw back to first. Cruz back in safely again. Count holds at 3-2. But there was supposed to be a break on August 1st. For every team. That's the game that's the day that bridges the regular season and the postseason. Playoffs start on August 2nd. Runner takes off the 3-2, upstairs, ball 4. Second walk of the inning from Tanner Bybee. Puts Moretto on first, Cruz goes to second. Still just 1 away in the 6th.
And every team's supposed to have the day after the All-Star game off.
Yep.
The Monday after the All-Star game, and well, that might not happen for Falmouth, and
No.
honestly, it might not happen for these Gatemen.
Well, Falmouth and Wareham were supposed to play 2 days ago, and they started to play, but only got 3 outs before they said no more. There was lightning, there was a lot of rain, and they eventually put an end to that contest, so that makeup game will be on August 1st. / foul, 0-1. Wareham had made up all of the games they had lost in the month of June last week. They were all caught up, and actually they had played 3 more games than the Falmouth Commodores. But now more games need to be made up with some other wacky weather here in July. Pitch outside, 1-1. There will be baseball this weekend because it's supposed to be very sunny and very hot. Not just here in Massachusetts, but all across the East Coast and beyond. 1-1 the count with runners on first and second. Bybee delivers. It's popped up into foul ground along the first base line. Jacob Teeter, drifting under it, makes the catch above his cap, fighting off the sun, and runners hold. Big second out for Tanner Bybee. 2 away with runners on first and second. Troy Claunch, the new batter. He's reached twice. Walked in the third, singled in the fifth. But after that walk, he was picked off at first. Turned into a 1-2-3 inning in the third inning. Gatemen trailing by 2, 3-1, 1 run home in the inning. A solo blast off the bat of Zach DeLoach. Now 1 for 9 against Wareham. First pitch. Taken upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Claunch batting in the 8-hole. Playing catcher for the Falmouth Commodores. Right on right matchup, Bybee standing along the third base side of the rubber. Trey Cruz off of second, Steven Moretto off of first. They both walked. Slapped, right field, coming on is Tora Otsuka. Dives, he can't make the catch, and it drops in front of him. 1 run comes home to score. Steven Moretto goes first to third, and Troy Claunch pulls in at first base. Another run home for the Falmouth Commodores, and it's 4-1. Tough play for Tora Otsuka. He was playing well back, but it looked like he hesitated a little bit in the field, and had he gotten on his horse and maybe made a full diving attempt, he probably would have gotten there, but of course hindsight is 20/20, and another run comes home.
I'm also just confused on why he was playing so deep.
Well, with 2 on, I guess no doubles defense, as this one's lined into right field, and that drops in for a base hit. Moretto comes home to score. Troy Claunch tries to go to third, and he'll make it in standing without a throw. An RBI single for Tim Tawa, and another run comes home. It's 5-1.
That's just a good piece of hitting there from Tawa. Not to, harp on the last one, but even with the 2 outs, no doubles defense, whatever you want to say, you've got Troy Claunch, a righty at the plate, a 163 hitter who's shown no power all season long, let alone to the opposite field. And what should have been a flyout turns into a bloop single.
First pitch to Hayden Cantrell with runners at the corner. Swung on and missed a breaking ball. 0-1. 3 hits in the inning, 2 walks, 2 runs across, or 3 runs across, rather. Gatemen trailing by 4. The 0-1 to Cantrell. Well upstairs. Beaver pops out of his crouch. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cantrell is 0 for 3. 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Tim Tawa standing off of first base. Troy Claunch goes to third with 2 away in the 6th. This game was speeding along like a freight train, and it's since stalled here in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Bybee trying to put an end to this bleeding. 3 runs home in the inning. Cantrell batting .318 coming into this contest. 3 homers, 12 RBIs. The pitch, runner takes off, upstairs, throw down to second's a good one. The tag is not in time. Tim Tawa goes first to second, and there's 2 in scoring position with the Gatemen trailing by 4. Stolen base for Tim Tawa, who's 1 for 3 tonight. Now a hit can score 2. 2-2 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That was a big strikeout for Tanner Bybee to heap runners on second and third. Second time tonight, Cantrella struck out. But the Falmouth Commodores plate 3 here in the top of the 6th inning. One of them, a solo blast off the bat of Zach DeLoach. And the Gatemen are trailing by 4, entering the home 6th. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian...
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Hashtag Morse, of course, has your back.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Shop from home year-round on gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth Clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at gatemen.org.
9-1-2 due up for the Wareham Gatemen, now trailing by 4. 3 runs came across for the Falmouth Commodores in the top half. Now we head to the bottom of the 6th, with the Commodores leading the Gatemen 5-1. New pitcher in for Falmouth, Aiden Maldonado, coming in for Carmen Majinski, who went 5 strong innings. Ended up going perfect through the last 3 he pitched. Retired the last 10. Aiden Maldonado from the University of Illinois Champaign. Rising sophomore, right-handed pitcher, 6 foot, 175 pounds, from Rosemount, Minnesota. Trying to keep this a 4-run advantage over the Wareham Gatemen as Mike Antico, Braden Ward, and Darren Baker will step in. Game 1 of a doubleheader between Wareham and Falmouth. Gatemen looking for their first victory against Falmouth. Maldonado from the windup. Deals from the first base side. First pitch misses downstairs to Mike Antico. 1 ball, no strikes. Antico flew out to left field in the 3rd. Maldonado, a right-handed pitcher. Antico, a left-handed batter, batting in the 9 hole. Maldonado misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Coming into this game, Mike Antico had the best batting average against the Falmouth Commodores. 4 for 8 entering this contest in the 2 games he's played against Falmouth. Both of those games on the road. The 2-0. Misses downstairs, 3 balls and no strikes. Mike Antico has actually been something else on the road this season, batting .350, despite not having the hottest of starts for the Wareham Gatemen this season. But you'll take a .350 batting average on the road. The 3-0. Catches the outside corner, 3-1. Aiden Maldonado, drafted in the 38th round of the 2018 Major League Baseball draft by the Brewers. The number 161 overall player in the nation by perfect game. The pitch, cut on and missed, strike 2. Maldonado painted the black, and Mike Antico missed all of it. As a team, the Wareham Gatemen batting just .272 on the road. Antico with the highest batting average among everyone. The 3-2. Skips inside, ball 4, and Antico reaches base for the first time today. A leadoff walk. Puts him on first. Braden Ward, the new batter, with the runner on first, nobody out.
And the starter, Carmen Majinski, didn't walk anyone in 5 innings, so you got to start somewhere when you're down 5-1 with 6 outs to work with. And you'll take a leadoff walk with the top of the order coming up.
Perhaps this is the start of something special for the Wareham Gatemen. Perhaps this is the start of a rally. Some of the best hitters in the lineup coming up. First pitch to Ward. Taking over the outer half, 0-1. The problem is Braden Ward is 0 for 2. Jacob Teeter is 0 for 2. Matt McClain is 0 for 2. And Darren Baker and Benjamin Sims, each 1 for 2. Look back to first. Antico dives back in. No throw. Count holds it 0-1 to Braden Ward. Well, those are all of your all-stars. Only 2 hits for the Wareham Gatemen today. The 0-1. Ward squares to bunt, lays it down the third base line, but it trickles foul, 0-2. Braden Ward has the highest batting average on the team for home games, batting .447 here at Spillane Field. But most of his stolen bases have come on the road. In fact, a ridiculous amount of stolen bases have come on the road. Enter tonight with 19 swiped bags. 14 of them have come away from Spillane Field. Trying to get on base here. Behind in the count, 0-2. Right down the middle, strike 3 called. Second time tonight, Braden Ward has gone down on strikes, and that's the first out of the bottom of the 6th. It's a big strikeout for Aiden Maldonado. Strikeout number 17 of the season for him. There's one thing that stands out about Maldonado, at least this summer. It's his strikeout to walk ratio. The ERA, not so much. 4.09 coming into this game. Only giving up 8 hits in 11 innings pitched. But a number of earned runs, including 2 in his last outing against Chatham. First pitch to Darren Baker. Catches the outer corner, 0-1. That's now 17 strikeouts and 4 walks for Aiden Maldonado. Looks over at first base. Mike Antico about 3 steps off the bag. Count 0-1 to Darren Baker. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Gatemen trailing by 4. The pitch. Chopped down to first, but foul. Count 0-2. Baker singled in the first inning. That was the first hit for the Gatemen, but he was retired in a double play by Jacob Teeter. Baker struck out looking to end the third. So he's 1 for 2. 0-2 the count to the number 2 batter, Darren Baker. Jacob Teeter in the on-deck circle. Middle infielders playing back. The shadow starting to peer in from the left side. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. The pitch from Maldonado. On the inside corner, strike 3 called, and Baker knew it. Second time tonight he's been caught looking. Second consecutive strikeout for Aiden Maldonado. Keeping Mike Antico at first base. Now 2 away in the bottom of the 6th for Jacob Teeter.
And if you're Baker, you got to take a hack at that last one. That was more toward the center of the plate and right at the knees. Maldonado working quickly here in the 6th.
Wiggles the ball in his right fingers. And time called in the box. Jacob Teeter with 2 groundouts tonight. The first one, a 4-6-3 double play back in the first inning. Runner on first, 2 away. First pitch. Misses low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Jacob Teeter coming into this game 3 for 9 against Falmouth, but 0 for 2 tonight. Pitch misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Teeter batting .345 at home, leading the team with 11 RBIs here at Spillane Field. Gatemen trailing by 4. 2 down in the 6th. Maldonado sets. Check swing. Pitch downstairs. He went around. And Mike Antico goes first to second. 2 balls and 1 strike to Jacob Teeter. Adrian Del Castillo in the on-deck circle. Maldonado looks in. Checks the runner at second, sets the letters. 2-1 the count, 2 away. The pitch, check swing. Did he go? Look down to third. No, says Jeff Kinney. 3 balls and 1 strikes to Jacob Teeter. The Commodores have had much success recently when it comes to the MLB draft. Maldonado deals. Pitch over the outside corner. Teeter thought that was ball 4. 3-2.
I'll say that one looked outside to me up here.
Charlie Curcio disagreeing. Runner on second. 2 away, bottom of the 6th. And Maldonado steps off the rubber. This past MLB draft, 27 former Commodores were taken, including the first overall pick, Adley Rutschman. Played here in 2017, drafted first overall. The 3-2. Ripped foul. Count holds at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
Maldonado trying to put away Jacob Teeter. The payoff. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Aiden Maldonado this season at Illinois. A 6.58 ERA in 26 innings. You mentioned the control that he's had this summer. That was not the case this season. 20 strikeouts in 26 innings, 30 walks in 26 innings. Back-to-back strikeouts after issuing a leadoff walk to Mike Antico. He's now at second, 2 away. The pitch lined back up the middle, and it rolls into center field for a base hit. Mike Antico gets the wave, goes home, throw cut off. And the Gatemen plate one more here in the 6th. They now trail by 3. In standing with an RBI single is Jacob Teeter. 5-2.
Just a nice little poke there from Teeter. And that pitch was on the outside corner, and he kind of flung his bat out there and poked it back up the middle. Did the job. Wareham's still down 3, which is 4 outs to work with.
So the leadoff walk comes back to bite Aiden Maldonado. Adrian Del Castillo 0 for 2. Steps in from the left side to face the right-handed pitcher. First pitch. Tapped off the mask of Troy Claunch. Goes to the backstop. Foul ball, 0-1. Del Castillo, a strikeout victim in the 4th inning, struck out swinging, grounded out to begin the 2nd. Teeter off of first base, 2 away, bottom of the 6th, 1 run home for the Gatemen. Wareham gave up 3 in the last half inning. That's the difference right now. The pitch, breaking ball, bends right down the middle, 0-2. Matt McLean in the on-deck circle. That RBI single for Jacob Teeter, just the 3rd hit of the night for Wareham. The 0-2 to Del Castillo. Cut on and foul tipped. It rolls under the glove of Troy Claunch. Count holds at 0-2. Two home runs hit tonight for Falmouth. Gatemen with just 1 homer over their last 5 games. Haven't gone yard here tonight. And have yet to go yard against the Commodores. Pitch under the glove of Troy Claunch. It was taken low and in, and Jacob Teeter goes first to second. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Adrian Del Castillo.
Let's see if Del Castillo can make Maldonado pay. It was the wild pitch to Jacob Teeter, which allowed Mike Antico to move to second, and Teeter knocks the RBI single up the middle. And now a base hit could possibly score Teeter.
1-2 the count, 2 away, 1 run home in the inning. Gatemen trail by 3. Teeter off of second, the 1-2. Upstairs, ball 2. And the count even, 2-2. It looked like Aiden Maldonado was rolling. After issuing that leadoff walk to Mike Antico, he got both Braden Ward and Darren Baker to strike out looking. The pitch just misses the outside corner. Maldonado thought that was strike 3. Instead, it's ball 3. And a 3-2 count.
I think it just missed the outside corner. I think it was a little low as well. That's a good spot for Maldonado, though, especially on 2-2.
So we're going to get a payoff pitch to Del Castillo with a runner on second and 2 away. Here it comes. Runner takes off. The pitch on the outside corner, strike 3 called, and that ends the inning. 3rd strikeout for Aiden Maldonado.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham.
1 more across, and they trail by 3. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 man left after 6. It's 5-2 Falmouth as we enter the 7th. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
5-2, Gatemen trailing as we enter the 7th inning. Let's send it down to Addison Van Patten. Addison.
The upcoming All-Star game and his overall appearance in the summer so far, and he said coming from a D2 school, an appearance in the Cape Cod League was an unattainable dream come true. Now I talked to him about the All-Star game, and he said that he was not expecting to come into the season and play in the All-Star game, let alone the Cape Cod, and batting average of .301 before this game and 2 home runs. He said he's ready to just get out there and have some fun, and that's all he's really worried about. Throwing it back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Addison. Well, the Gatemen are trailing by 3, and it's nice to have fun, but it's also nice to win. And they haven't had much success against Falmouth this season. They trailed in the season series 2-0, haven't had much success on offense tonight, and they haven't had much success in doubleheaders this season. We're going to turn the tide here, and Tanner Bybee's night is going to be over after just an inning pitch. Michael Webb, the new pitcher.
Bybee pitches just 1 inning and gives up the 3 runs on 3 hits. And that really is what broke the game open for Falmouth, made it 5-1.
And that's the difference right now. Those 3 runs across. Blake Dunn, Zach DeLoach, Trey Cruz will be the 3 up. Michael Webb making his 5th appearance for the Gatemen. An ERA of an even 9 in 7 innings. 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. First pitch to Dunn. On the outside corner, 0-1. Blake Dunn has reached twice. The first one came on an error in the first inning, then he singled in the 4th. Nobody on, nobody out. 5-2 Falmouth. Breaking ball inside. 1-1. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Thanks for spending your Friday afternoon with us. Game 1 of a double dip. The pitch from Webb. Tapped foul down the first base line. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Dunn. I used to have a camp counselor named Blake Dunn when I was 11 years old. The 1-2. Lifted foul, popped up behind home plate, out of play. Count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. He was Australian. A big guy. I think he's married now. We're Facebook friends. The pitch misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good guy. Doesn't have the same kind of beard that Blake Dunn has. This Blake Dunn. He fouls one off, 2-2. The Blake Dunn I knew was bald. I don't think he had a beard at all. Zach DeLoach in the on-deck circle. Trey Cruz behind him. 2-2 the count. Gatemen trailing by 3. The pitch from Webb. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. Dunn didn't like it. Second time tonight he struck out. First out of the inning for Michael Webb. Strikeout brought to you by Langex, Safaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 1 man out, nobody on base, and the number 3 batter, Zach DeLoach, stepping up to the plate. 1 for 3 tonight, his first hit against the Wareham Gatemen this season. And it was a bomb. Solo home run in the 6th to get the scoring going in that inning. Tapped foul down the third base line, 0-1. Zach DeLoach entered this game with the highest batting average in the Cape Cod League. .378 this season, the 0-1. Swung on and chopped foul again, this time along the right side. 0-2. Pretty night here at Spillane Field. When the game started, it was around the mid-80s. Just before 4:30. We've passed the 2-hour mark, but we're only playing 7 innings, barring extras. The 0-2, Webb deals. Breaking ball upstairs and off the glove of Beaver, 1-2. Trey Cruz in the on-deck circle. If you're scoreboard watching at home, you should look out for the Hyannis-Katuitt game. This one's cracked in the air out to right field. Otsuka going back. He ranges back, reaches, and makes the catch. Nice play from Tora Otsuka to rob an extra base hit from Zach DeLoach. 2 away.
And Otsuka didn't realize where he was. He clanged into the wall there. Didn't have any more room and makes a heck of a catch.
Trey Cruz will dig in. Now nobody on base. 2 away. Gatemen still trailing by 3. Michael Webb trying to keep it that way. First pitch to Cruz upstairs, 1-0. Cruz 1 for 2. He hit a 2-run homer in the 4th inning. Flew out in the 1st, walked in the 6th, takes a pitch downstairs, and Webb falls behind 2 balls and no strikes. Webb working out of the windup, deals from the first base side of the rubber, kicks, delivers a 2-0, taken downstairs. 3 balls, no strikes to the cleanup batter, Trey Cruz. Webb working quickly, the 3-0. Misses outside, ball 4. 4 pitches out of the zone to put Cruz on first base and bring up Tyler Ross with 2 away. Second time tonight, Trey Cruz has walked. Now Ross will dig in, 1 for 3 tonight. A single sandwiched in between a flyout and a strikeout. First pitch. Right down the middle, 0-1. Ross batting 5th, playing first base. Falmouth trying to tack on some more insurance before closing it out in the next half inning. Pitch outside, 1-1. They put up a 3 spot in the 6th. And they currently lead by 3, 5-2. 2 away in the 7th, throw back to first. Cruz back to the back. Game 1 of a doubleheader between Wareham and Falmouth. Make sure you stick around for Game 2. We're going to have Dusty Baker on the broadcast in the 4th inning. Broken bat, flare, chopper down the third base line. McLean straddling the line, throws over to first. A strong throw to retire Tyler Ross for the final out of the 7th. Commodores leave one stranded in the 7th inning. No runs, no hits. 1 man left. After 6.5, Commodores trying to close it out on top by 3. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape. South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stone Path Malt has got you covered. Stone Path Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served Southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesignsinc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market.
Gatemen trailing by 3, 5-2 the score as we enter the bottom of the 7th, and we're only playing 7 unless the Gatemen can tally 3 in this inning. It'll be Matt McLean, Dallas Beaver, and Benjamin Sems due up against Sean Mullen. Third different pitcher used tonight for Falmouth. First pitch hits Matt McLean right on the backside.
And McLean stares right at Mullen and laughs at him because they're teammates at UCLA. He'll have a word with him later.
Mullen, a native of Bakersfield, California, rising sophomore at UCLA. Same age as McLean. McLean in standing on first base. Nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. Dallas Beaver, the new man up, 0 for 2. First pitch. Taken outside. Oh, taken on the outside corner. 0-1.
And I have no idea why Dallas Beaver would be scoring the bunt there. You sacrifice McLean to second. Okay. 1 out. You're down by 3.
Mullen sets the letters and deals. Ripped into right field for a base hit. Matt McLean takes a wide turn at second base. Dallas Beaver pulls in at first. McLean stops at second, and there's 2 on with nobody out. First hit of the night for Dallas Beaver. He's 1 for 3. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Benjamin Sems, the all-star. 1 for 2 tonight. Beaver at first, McLean at second. A lot of all-stars around the diamond right now. Sem singled in the 2nd inning. He grounded out in the 5th. Steps in from the left side. Gatemen trailing by 3, 5-2. First pitch. On the outside corner. 0-1. Tora Otsuka on deck, and then Mike Antico. Nobody out here in the 7th. Mullen looks back at second. Kicks, delivers the 0-1. Lifted foul. Along the left side, at a play. And Mullen quickly gets ahead, 0-2.
Sems just under it, just missed it. That was a breaking ball that hung right over the heart of the plate. He knows it too.
This would be a big strikeout, to say the least, for Sean Mullen. 6'1", 185 pounds, the right-handed pitcher. Two on, nobody out. Mullen looks back at second. McLean is standing there. Waved at and missed at a pitch in the dirt, and that's strike 3. 1 away.
And it just seems like every time Wareham has a chance to make their way back into this ball game, Falmouth gets a key out. I know the tying run's still at the plate, but Wareham sure could have used, whether it was a walk, a single, something from Sems. You need anything you can get when you're down 3.
Otsuka for 2. 2 on, 1 away. First pitch from Mullen. On the outside corner, 0-1. Otsuka has grounded out twice tonight, both times ending an inning. First one ended the 2nd, second one ended the 5th. Beaver off of 1st, McLean off of 2nd. 1 down, bottom of the 7th. The 0-1. On the inside corner, 0-2. Otsuka crowding the plate, had to back away from that. Tried to sell it as a ball. Charlie Curcio not biting. Otsuka down in the count. Calls time. This is the 6th appearance of the season for Sean Mullen. All of them coming out of the bullpen, entering this game with an ERA of 7.71 in 7 innings. 9 strikeouts, 3 walks. Looks on the runner at second. The pitch, hard hit, right side, could be 2. Played on a hop by Cantrell, the second baseman. Tossed to second for 1, and that'll be it. Otsuka wheeling down the first base line. Grounds into a fielder's choice, the second time he's done that tonight. And there's 2 away, the Gatemen down to their final out with runners at the corners.
And Wareham caught a break. Cantrell bobbled that ball at second. If he fields it cleanly, that's an easy double play to end the game. I know it's not much life, but again, tying run at the plate in this game should be over. Let's see if Antico can make something happen.
Mike Antico, the number 9 batter, steps in. The last hope for the Wareham Gatemen, but he steps in as the potential tying run in a 5-2 deficit. First pitch, cut on and missed, 0-1. Antico 0 for 1, reached base on a walk in the 6th. came around to score. Only 4 hits tonight for Wareham, including a Dallas Beaver single, who was just retired on the base paths. Otsuka at first, McLean at third. Check swing, pitch downstairs, look down to third. Did he go? No, sir, says Jeff Kinney. 1 ball and 1 strike to Antico. If Antico can keep the inning alive and load up the bases or score a run, Braden Ward would be the next batter. The 1-1. On the outside corner, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Antico, and the Gatemen are down to their final strike. The Wareham Gatemen in danger of falling 3-0 in the season series against the Falmouth Commodores. And in danger of dropping game 1 of this doubleheader. The 1-2. Misses outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Antico. Mike Antico, the potential tying run. Matt McLean at third, Tora Otsuka at first. 2 away in the bottom of the 7th. 5-2 Commodores. Mullen sets at the letters. Deals from the first base side. The pitch. Cut on and miss, strike 3, and that'll do it. Sean Mullen shuts the door. Works around a leadoff hit by pitch issued to Matt McLean. McLean is left at third base. And the Falmouth Commodores take game 1 of a doubleheader here at Spillane Field. Final score, 5-2.
Nothing going for Wareham today. I mean, they didn't even really leave too many on base. The 2 left on base in that last inning made it 4 left on for the game. 3 of those were in scoring position, but credit to the Falmouth pitching staff.
Typically what we do is we take a break and then we come back and break it down. But since this is game 1 of a doubleheader, we're going to do a modified post-game show. Just keep it right here. Talk a little bit more about this matchup and preview the next matchup that we'll see in about 30 minutes. The hitting just couldn't get going tonight for Wareham.
No, 2 runs on 4 hits. Like I said, 4 left on base. 3 of those were in scoring position. So when Wareham did have an opportunity, they couldn't come through with the hit that they needed. And Falmouth really just got the job done tonight.
And for much of the game, it was a pitching duel, at least in the very beginning. Levi Prater actually had a marvelous performance on the mound.
3 innings hitless. Falmouth did not have a hit off Wareham starting pitcher Levi Prater tonight. Only walked 1, struck out 2. It was the bullpen that let Wareham down in game 1. And like we keep saying, Wareham couldn't get the timely hits that they needed.
And despite the Gatemen now trailing 3-0 in the season series to the Falmouth Commodores all season, at least in the first 2 games that they faced the Commodores, potentially the toughest out in the Cape Cod League, Zach DeLoach, was held in check. This game, not so much.
Not so much. Well, we say that. He went 1 for 4. DeLoach still only has 1 hit against the Gatemen in 3 games, but that 1 hit, a solo home run that made it 3-1 at the time, and really began that 6th inning, the big 6th inning for Falmouth. 3 runs on 3 hits for Falmouth in the 6th inning off of Tanner Bybee to break the game open.
And this is a big game, both that game, game 1, and now in game 2, both big games to determine the shakeup of the standings right now in the Western Division.
Yep, Wareham, Katuitt didn't play a doubleheader today, so Wareham is still tied for first in the West with 35 points, but Falmouth is now just 1 game back of Katuitt and Wareham. Again, Katuitt is at Hyannis tonight. We'll keep an eye on that one. That's a huge game. And then this game right here, Wareham and Falmouth, for either a tie for first or a tie for second, depending on what Katuitt does.
So Wareham falls to 17-14-1 with the loss. Falmouth improves to 16-12-1 with the victory. We'll see you in about 25 minutes or so, maybe a half hour, for game 2 of the doubleheader from Spillane Field. Once again, your final score, 5-2 in game 1. We'll be right back in a short time. Don't forget to stick around on GBN.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.